All right, everybody, here we go. Let's go ahead and resurrect Matt. Of course, it's going to cost some money because that is the way Dragon Quest works. We are on episode 3 of my long play playthrough of Dragon Quest III HD2D Remake. I am very, very excited about the upcoming 1 and 2 remake, and of course, I'm ridiculously excited for 12. There may have been a room off to the side here that I should have checked out. So let's go ahead and see. Let me know if this style with a little bit of editing is better for you guys to watch than Restless Heart. I don't know what that is. Let me know if it's a little better for you guys viewing wise. I think it should be a little crispier in the corner the way it's set up now than it was with my old unreliable 1990s early 2000s method. So yeah, I am aware, and yeah, let's see if we can make it a little better for everybody. So we are on episode 3. I have made it to Romeria. My basic quest is explore the new continent. So there is plenty to do, plenty to see, plenty of people to talk to, and we're going to go ahead and just kind of explore around for an hour or so and see what we can find. Let's trust Reed, our beloved king. That didn't look like anything super important. I just bought a turban. Dang it. That's why you almost never want to buy things in this game. You can find almost everything. It's just, you find it a little bit later. Let's see if anybody else can use that. Nope. Only the mage, and he's already got one. That's alright, though. That's alright, though. A spiked hair by the fountain? That sounds like a problem. Nah, not really. Let's go ahead and see what the elder has to say here. Oh, he's trying to whistle. Of course he is. Random Square Enix game elderly character trying to master childlike abilities. I love it. It feels like there's an old Square Enix game where some elderly person's like trying to teach themselves how to jump rope or something like that. But maybe I'm making shit up. It's hard to say. So yeah, hopefully this layout here is a little better than having my TV in the background and you know. I love what they've done with this game's art style. Like, this is incredible. Final Fantasy VI should be next after Dragon Quest 1 and 2, but I'd even really love to see him put this treatment on the Final Fantasy Tactics series. Well, I guess there's really only one. The Game Boy Advance ones don't really count. Remember, all we know about Ortega is that he fell into a volcano and died. Alright, I just committed all of that to memory because I wasn't paying attention because I was talking. The Regal Crown. Oh, it doesn't say where it's at. Oh, okay. I thought it was going to say where it was at. Are you going to tell me? There's a kingdom to the south. Nice. Interesting. So I'm not ready for that yet, that's for sure. There's going to be like sand scorpions and shit. The Songs of the Wind. Far to the southwest. Skyfell Tower. Yeah, that feels like that was like somewhat interesting. Feels like I can commit that to memory. Let's go and see if there's any way, more items that I don't need right away, but that might come in useful in certain battles. Alright, so let's go ahead and get out of town. I don't have enough money to do anything interesting in town with purchases or anything yet, so we're just going to go ahead and move on out. I do like these little town maps. They're kind of cute. All right, and I went into any buildings that could have anybody interesting in it. I am looking for the Lost Crown now. I know about a great treasure to the south. Oh ho ho! All right. Now he must have met down to the southeast. Wow, this is a much bigger area than the initial landmass I was on. I was initially on that little Australia continent down to the south central, but now we're on big main bad boy here. So I am not looking to go down to that kingdom to the south yet, but I get it. It's completely blocked off. If you go just to the east and then around the water and down into that giant desert surrounded by mountains there, so that's good. So initially, I think we're going to go ahead and start by going north and west a little bit. That's where we came out of. Similar enemies to what I'm used to. Should still have the boomerang. Yeah, that's gonna do the. That's gonna bring the total health down of everybody, and then we can finish them off hopefully with the others. Okay, so we're not one shot in the groups of enemies like we were on the last continent, but we're still pretty much stronger than they are. And we'll see how fast we level up. Felt like on the first continent I was leveling up like every other fight. Oh, here we go. That was a pretty healthy boost. Pretty healthy boost. Oh, and Matt stole an herb, so I guess stealing's not an active ability in this game. Kind of a shame, but oh.
At last we tracked down those bandits. First, we will make our way north to the village of Corinth before heading to the old tower.
Heading north to Koriv, and then we're going to the old tower. All right. Scusi. By chance, did you come from a continent far to the south?
We recently received a letter from the king of your nation. He mentioned sending a warrior off on a great quest.
I love that the letter got there before me.
I had hoped for some help tracking down our king's crown. You see, it was recently destroyed.
I wonder if I would know about this if I didn't talk to the king first. I wonder if I could do him out of order. I wonder if games back then had the forewithal to see that, the foresight, you know what I mean.
Sounds like those ruffians are in the tower to the northwest, the one that's just over the mountains.
See, I saw it once when I made the journey to the western coast.
Nice little bit of organic storytelling there. Objective changing, you know, kind of teaching you where to go and how to do. Winnie. So those little boys had a side conversation, pretty much effectively telling me where to go. I have never seen a belly dance. Yes, I have. Japanese dialogue is so weird. So weird. You know, somebody else did too. There was a bunny hair. You gotta walk real slow. Walk real slow to the fountain. Alright, still can't control the map, which, you know, still annoys me. I do really like how it dips and troughs, though. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty nice. So if I'm right, then this is going to dead end over here. And I'm going to need to head that way up through the, I probably just cut my hand through the, oh well. I told myself I was going to try and not do that, but, you know, it doesn't always work out. Doesn't always work out. Alright, Raceman, let's make you useful, buddy. This might be a little bit of a tougher fight. Never mind. Never mind. It was a quite easy fight, again. So let's see if we can get the King's Crown back this episode. Let's see how long that's going to take. Having the battle speed sped up is really nice. Like that, I really lost out on a lot of time that first episode, leaving the battle speed on normal. Alright, so it's telling me there's something over here. Ooh, it's like a broken bridge. Ah, the Kingdom of Portoga. The magic key, eh? Okay, okay. So magic key will open blue doors, then I'll still need one to open gray doors. So there's going to be at least 2 more keys for me to find. Which is fine. At least I got that notated. I know what's going on there now. Plus I was told to head north anyway. God, I love the layout of this map. This overworld is so good. Like, why they didn't just do something like this with Final Fantasy instead of what they, well. It's okay what they did with Final Fantasy, Tim. Don't get mad. Don't get mad. So what do you guys think about DQ12? Is it ever going to materialize? Are we ever going to see it? I'd like a high-res Journey of the Cursed King at this point, but we've talked about that in previous episodes of this already, so I was hoping that I would find a nice monster or two that I could get to send off to the Monster Wrangler so that I could prepare a team. Oh, new backdrop. A killer pillar. That's cute. The hero race lane. Assuming he doesn't level up or die. It's all going to be... Oh, never mind. I was going to say it was about to all be about timing, but then it became about just one whip of the boomerang. It's weird that the main character is 2 and 3 levels ahead of everybody else. It's like he gets more experience than the rest. I'm not sure if that's intentional or not. Oh good, I don't have to heal Raceland anymore. Ooh, and I learned a party-wide buff ability. So that's nice. Now I can boost the entire team's defense with a single spell. That's huge, actually. Like, real huge. Learning the Ka version of all the spells is always a milestone. Always a milestone. Now, odds are one's going to survive. Because Poof's probably... Oh, never mind. Poof got them both. Poof got them both. I mean, that's just really well done. Normally that would be like walking into a cutscene. You know, in a game like this anyway. Oh, my main character missed. That sucks. Oh well. He's still going to be very beatable. Well, okay. Okay. I always forget those knights can bring in, or at least I should have assumed they could do that. They do it in other ones. Yeah, ordinarily you'd be walking into a cutscene here and, like, you know, tromping over the mountains. This reminds me of the famous sequence from Final Fantasy 6 or 3, depending on how you look at it. in the mechs walking up over. Keep wanting Matt to use spells instead of be the boomerang guy. Oh! Maybe I should have turned the difficulty up. But I didn't want it to be like just an utter grind. Like, that always feels like... You know what I mean? That always feels kind of silly or wasteful or dumb or whatever. Okay, so from here we're going to go west and then south. That's where that tower is. First I thought I was going up that way, but we're going to just go west and then south. Koriv. Nice. Pretty little town. Pretty little town indeed. Alright, now is there anything urgent looking that I need to check out? Let's actually go straight to the weapon shop. Shame I can't pick that axe up. That would have been handy. Okay, this is a cool town. I like it. I dig it. Oh! I can't afford any of your stuff. That's probably the point. You're probably not supposed to be able to afford it right away. Traveler, you look like you might have info. Another spiked hair talk. Spiked hair, forest to the northwest. That's where I'm gonna find. That's where I'm gonna find my. That's where I'm gonna find a monster team character. That was kind of a weird way to phrase things there, sir. I'm going to read that out loud. That was weird. In years past, poison needle is sold in shop of village. Is great weapon, even in hands of weakling, can strike weak spot of foe and decease instantly. Yeah, that's a... Whew, that is some translation there. that is some translation. Just my peek around sense kicked in here. No? Nothing? Huh. Well, alright. Can't force you to have stuff. Don't need any healing, so I'm going to go ahead and just skip that for now. Let's cut across here. Looks like I can, so I did. Oh, it's the pub. The tavern. Yeah, okay, what do you got to say, buddy? Burly geezer with a bleeding massive helmet. Huh. I don't know what that's about. Didn't seem that important, even though it was a fair amount to say. He said a lot, but I don't think it meant much. So there's a day-night cycle. I keep forgetting that. And I can bring the enemies out with musk. Oh, this is the same warrior from... Oh, it was a decade ago. I wonder if he's talking about Ortega. Hard to say. Hard to say. Either way, we're heading west. This town didn't have much to offer that I didn't already have, aside from a bunch of equipment that's way too expensive. Way too expensive. We'll come back for whatever that's glowing over there. And I'm eventually going to have to go north and curve around and handle that whole northwest little peninsula there because, well, something will send me there. And if it doesn't, I want the friendly monster. I want whatever friendly monster's in there. So yeah, ideally this layout's not going to have any more of the weird flares from my camera catching the TV going black to white and all that jazz. We'll just have a consistent game screen in the corner here. not quite literally as cozy as the old layout, but the old layout was tearing my neck up. And the game capture wasn't particularly great quality, if I'm being honest. So this is going to be a little better. We're going to finish the series out like this. It is going to take quite a bit more editing than, well, because the old style didn't have any editing at all, just clipping off the front and the back. Ooh, level 9 for Matt. Nice. My thief. I don't know what propeller blade is, but I'm glad he learned it. I am glad he learned it. Down here across the bridge. Ooh. Usually in Dragon Quest's bridge crossings are kind of rites of passage, like it's where things are going to get dramatically harder. Okay, so I didn't need to use Puff on those. Okay, that worked out too. Well, I thought those were going to be significantly harder than they were. I thought that was going to be quite a bit more difficult. I was going to say, whatever that is, I want it. An iron apron. Yeah, there's a lot of gear that's not equipable by all or even most classes. Good lord, I could not come up with that word. I wasn't having a stroke or anything, just couldn't come up with the word. This may or may not work. Nope. That's a big negative on it working. So yeah, it sounds like my favorite part of 8, which is clearly my favorite Dragon Quest, if you haven't been paying attention, is in this one. May have even started in this one with the Monster Arena, so that's pretty cool. Probably devote an entire episode to tracking down critters once we get some more once we get Zoom and Zing and all the different map movement abilities. Darkblood and Wasteland are hurting. Right. Excellent. That worked out. Now nobody's in danger at all. I've always preferred Dragon Quest to Final Fantasy. It's just more, I don't know, more traditional. Oh, fancy looking tower. Let's go find these people that stole these buffs and debuffs. Vladdy. Love it. Now this could be a very difficult fight depending on whether or not poof works. And it worked. So it's a pretty healthy stack of experience and oh good. Okay, so this is the dead end path. I don't think leaving on the first floor is going to do me any good. I don't think I want to do that. Let's go ahead and equip it. Let's go ahead and use that. Might as well. It's a pretty healthy damage increase. I don't know where the where it stands on how it attacks things, or find out. Okay, it only hits a single enemy, but that's okay. Oh. I was not paying attention. I was not paying attention at all. Alright, here we go. No one died. Damn it. Alright, well, probably gonna have to go back to town, because that's just the way Dragon Quests work. We're probably gonna have to go back to town, because I don't have a way to bring Darkblood back to life in the field yet. I was not paying attention. Damn it. Dang it. Heck. Now the question is, do I have any Chimera's Wings left? I do. I have several. So that helps. That helps. So we can go back to Korif. Heal up. I'm not going to have enough money to buy any equipment, I don't think. Although... let's bring him back to life first, because that's expensive. Probably going to cost like 100 gold just to bring him back to life. That's going to dip into my profit. That's going to dip into my profits. That's alright though. Let's see. No, I didn't want to... I don't know. No. The dead one. That's still 80. That's not so bad. That's not so bad. Alright, Darkblood's back. Now we can save. Now we can save. Alright, now. How much money? 405, and I got some stuff to sell too, so let's go ahead and check him out. Let's check out this weaponsmith. Oh, it's nighttime, of course. We'll go ahead and do a little sleeping. Actually, let's go up and see if this is a door I can unlock. See, it's weird that you would need the Thieves' Key to get in here, because you have to have the Thieves' Key to get to this town anyway, so having a door locked by that key seems rather pointless. But, I don't know. Yep, just breaking into people's houses. We'll go ahead and stay overnight. We'll stay overnight. Get nice and healed up. And then we're going to go try that again. First, I'm going to peek around and see if there's any money laying around, because the last inn I went to had a bunch of money laying around. I'm pretty sure this is going to have smithing, so I really shouldn't be, like, selling off my items. But I might. Let's see what that immunity necklace is for. That's right. I can't remove that. I forgot. The ideal accessory for anyone who wishes to be a plugger who won't give up when the going gets tough. Okay. Alright, everyone's geared up. At least a little. At least a little. Let's go ahead and check out the weapon store real quick. I know everything was super expensive, but I do have some stuff I can sell. Don't need the copper sword. I can get another one later if I need it for smithing. Don't need that oaken club or those plain clothes. Let's see. Certainly don't need that cypress stick. Yeah. You know what? We're gonna get rid of both of those musks. I know what they're for, and I don't care. I'll keep the unsealant for now, because it might be important. Now, 697, that's not enough. Wizard staff, interesting. I mean, that's good, but I already have. Oh, that would keep me from having to. Would keep me from having to use my magic all the time. But chainmail would be a pretty big defensive boost for 2 of them. Wow. Dragon scale's a pretty basic upgrade. No, we're just gonna go ahead and keep the money we got and head on out. Head on out. Oh, and you know what? I didn't even have to leave town. I bet I could have used the Chimera Wing from pretty much anywhere. Alright. Back to Skyfell Tower. We're gonna do this one more time. Oh, nice. R2 sprints as well as circle. I just instinctively pushed it and it works. So that's nice. Oh, look, they even looked different at night. They were all like glowing in the face. Huh. Interesting. Well, might as well try. Might as well try the old double poof. Curious if they're going to be weaker during the day. That'd be interesting. If that was a choice they made. Yeah, Poof has been the MVP of this run. That is for sure. For sure. Oh, well, thanks. I don't have any wind spells, so that's a problem. I only have certain spells. An Iller Pillar. Crack is not the spell. Not for those guys. They are not weak to it. Now we're just going to hope that everybody can kill this thing first. Before Matrim dies. Okay, perfect. I was going to say, if Matrim dies on the second fight, I'm going to be pissed. Well, you know what? Let's heal first. And let's use herbs first. Oh, that was a waste. Oh well. Alright. Now I'm feeling good about things. Let's sprint down here and get whatever treasure's going to be locked up over here. Yep, there it is. Probably have 2 fights we'll have to deal with. See how that plays out. Should kill all but 2 of them. Man, these guys hit hard. You guys hitting hard. Boy, Dazzle really kind of screwed the crew up. Not able to connect. There we go. There we go. And there's going to be a boss at the top of this. Probably the first boss. Well, not probably, definitely the first boss. Acceleratle. Nice. That'll speed up the entire party's attacks or agility. So glad I didn't buy one. Nice. Okay, that was cool. I found him. I found him. Alright, sweet, sweet. That makes me feel pretty good. Makes me feel pretty good. Might kill one of them. Definitely killed one of them. Whew. I'm gonna risk it. Okay. Those things are pretty tough. Well, they hit hard. We'll put it that way. We'll put it that way. I'm not sure if the thief is going to be a long-term member of the team, or if I'm going to need to bring on somebody different. See if Poof's effective here. Shocking. Shocking. Alright, here we go, here we go, here we go. Learn me a new skill? Couple of new skills. Spells, whatever. Alright, moving right along, moving right along. Gonna get real close to the 3rd floor here. Gonna probably get another random battle. It's really pretty easy to judge. This feels like a dumb use of my spells, but we'll see if it works. It works. It works. We're getting less experience, I think, because we've leveled up, which makes sense. Alright, so I should explore both. Dang it, I'm gonna. Nope, no treasures, and I'm not going to peek around too far. The likelihood of me killing any of these is pretty low. Ooh. We're calling in the reinforcements. See if this one's got time to do it. There it went. I knew we were going to beat it eventually. I knew it was only going to take a matter of time. Ooh, 87. That was a nice... I was like, wait a minute, somebody's poisoned. I know that noise. I know that noise. Oh, there was a treasure. It was just right inside. Tricky. Tricky, tricky. Alright, gotta heal after this. Alright, so gotta heal poison and gotta do some healing here. Do some healing here. Alright, and that was all of those. Alright. When he was dazzled, he wasn't poisoned, so that's great. That's good. Nice, nice defensive boost there. Alright. Now there's one more room I can peek into here. Oh, I guess I should since there's a guy in there. We'll see what he wants. Seems doubtful that I can one-shot this group, but you never know. Go all out here. Go all out. Just dump all the spells on him. Dump all the spells on him. What do you got to say in here, buddy? Okay, that was actually kind of funny. That was pretty funny that that it pulled me into that room just to have that brief conversation. Proof is so... It uses so few magic points and is so effective. It's crazy to not cast. Alright, I'm gonna need 2 antidotes after this. Okay. I love the naming conventions, the Iller Pillar. They always did do a good job with the naming conventions in this series. Alright, use it up. Using up all the items. Oh, I thought I had the stairs animation. I didn't, though. Nice. Got him before they do it. Ooh. Smoked that group. You don't get experience when you poof them. Okay, okay. That makes a lot more sense. Like, a lot more sense. I'm still gonna, absolutely. Without question. But I guarantee that's why some of them have been so low on the experience. That totally makes sense. Totally makes sense. A weird batch of enemies. Nice. Wasn't sure if I was going to be able to finish him in one round or not, or in that round or not. Another copper sword. Good. See? It worked out that I sold that one. And then we're switching to magic. So the plan is... get that treasure chest, and then move on up to the top floor. I think there's only going to be one or two more floors. But I'm basing that on nothing. Like, I'm basing that entirely on vibes. So... Ooh! Ooh! I don't like that at all. I don't like that at all. My goodness. Fudge. That stinks. That really stinks. Doing so good there. Doing so good. Yeah, I should have cast a spell. These things are inventory. Okay, never mind. We're good. Well, we're not, because Matt's dead again. That thief is pretty useless. If there's any Wheel of Time fans watching this, you would you might get a kick out of Matt being useless, because he is up until like what, book 6. Cool. There's one more over there. Maybe it'll be a Year Drizzle Leaf. It'd be great if it was the first. If it was my first Year Drizzle Leaf. Well, unwanted guests.
Just what we did. Fair play to you. You've done all right.
Robin Hood.
This far. But if you think you're gonna catch me that easy, you got another thing coming.
I love it. This is like a professional wrestler. Aw.
See ya.
I thought I was gonna get the boss battle him. Guess not. Guess not. Oh, well, that didn't. Okay, that was... Oh, that was kind of crazy. Alright, so let's see what we got here. Yeah, that's so use case specific that I don't think that it's going to be very useful. Alright, so Sizz and Frizz are single enemies. That's not going to do me any good. Poof's not going to do me any good. Alright, we're flame slashing. We're flame slashing. Is Poof going to work? No, it's not. So these guys are all their own enemies. This is going to be really, really tough without a full party. This is going to be really, really tough. So let's see. Let's see if I can snooze one of them. And let's kabuff the team. Alright, so putting that one to sleep worked. Alright, so let's flame slash. Snooze that one. Let's go ahead and raise our defenses again. Ah, dang it. Well, that puts us in a nasty bind here. That puts us in a nasty bind. And you know what? I'm pretty sure that if you lose, it's a save state issue. So, I guess we'll learn the hard way. You gotta try and heal. You gotta try and heal. Well. Oh no! Got the old classic party wipe. Well, let's see what happens. Rematch, autosave. Ooh, that's gonna take all of my gold. Let's try a rematch. Let's see if we can pull this off. I don't think Poof's gonna work. In fact, I'm not even gonna try it. That feels like an utter waste. Let's do it like that. Snooze for sure. I feel like Kabuff was the call. I feel like that was the right call. Okay, so snooze did not work. Kind of a shame. It should have. It should have. Or boys, you're putting yourselves in a little bit of a risky situation here. Alright, back to not enough MP. That's right. Okay, so now do you want to become the healer? Kabuff was not what I wanted to hit. That was not what I wanted to do again. I mean, it's fine, I guess. Not much of a chance I'm going to be able to win this, I don't think. But gotta keep trying. Oh no. Okay, well, I had a feeling. No way. Okay, I was gonna say, Jesus, there's almost no chance that that was gonna work. So, I don't know that I can... Hmm. Let's try the autosave and see where that ends up. Okay, well, I don't know that those are going to be helpful. But we're going to find out. My defense will go up quite a bit. My luck will go down. My agility will go up quite a bit. My luck will go down. Okay, well, yeah. I like both of those. It's a huge luck boost. Can't let my defense go down. Well, that's going to help a little. That's going to help a little. All right, now. Got one medical herb on Dark Blood. Transfer that strong medicine to Raistlin. It might be stupid. And it didn't break. Alright, let's try this one more time. It shouldn't make a significant difference, but it might. I am going to try the snooze method again. Wow! What a kick in the dick. So this one's not winnable at this point, so we're going to have to go back and, like, you know, let him kill me and try one more time. I was really hoping that I could just win this out this time. Alright. Now we'll rematch once more. Once more. And then, if we still fail, then we might have to reevaluate where things, how we're looking. You know what? Let's do something different. Wow. Just an absolute hard-on for Darkblood. So I lied. We're going to keep trying. We're going to keep trying. I got a feeling I can beat this group. I really don't want to lose the 500 gold going back to town. Really don't want to lose the money. Oh my fucking god. I'll stand here and get whooped on one more time. This is just RNG bullshit. Like, I've played these games for a long, long time. Okay. Alright, so we're going to Flame Slash C. We're going to Accelerate and Kabuff the team. Okay, Kabuff went off fast that time. That's nice. Now if they just spread the fucking damage around a little bit, it's a little better. Okay. Keep buffing the defense with Raceland for now. Okay. Let's go ahead and do the buff again, just in case. I'm afraid it's going to start wearing off. Got this? We got this? We got this? Don't get reckless. Don't get reckless. This should do it though. Oh. I was going to say, I can't believe that didn't do it. And I can't believe Erased lost out on the experience last second like that. Oh well. That's a lot of experience for the two that survived. That was tough. That was a tough fight. That was the first tough fight of the game. First tough fight of the game. Well, guys, I appreciate y'all joining me. That was a lot of fun. A little frustrating there at the end, but a lot of fun. Yeah, I'll let him go. I love the Cockney London stuff, the Adam and Eat It, would you believe it? That's good stuff.
It is he, Robin Hood, the bandito. Think they're so cute, would you? You're a sight now. Lay lucky.
Hey, we got the crown, that's what matters. We got the crown. Am I gonna get yelled at?
I see. Well, at least the crown is in safe hands. Yeah, they will be most pleased.
I agree. I think you will be.
Hero Valiahan, your hand was most vital in securing the crown. He will want to thank you personally, and I'm sure.
Heck yeah.
How could I forget? Even
The
once
magic
the
key.
outpost to be opened when it's possible, I would love. It is just, well, I'm not sure.
Gotta go find it, of course. So next episode is going to be finding the magic key in the desert to the south, within the Great Pyramid. Very cool, very cool. Well guys, I appreciate everybody coming by. You know, we'll finish out the conversation before I end it. It is the King's Crown.